You're welcome, my people. Share, share. As you're coming in, share. All hail Biafra. Share, share, share. As you're coming in. All hail Biafra, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra. IPOB, one family, IPOB. Yeah, greetings to you all, my fellow comrades, lovers of freedom, people of goodwill. Greetings to you all, and we encourage you as you are joining me, encourage other people to join as well. We must continue preaching the gospel, we must continue tackling every stone of division, every stone of misunderstanding that the enemy has prepared to throw in our midst. We must keep on tackling it, we must keep on countering them, just the way our leader has been doing before the kidnapping. We must not make them fill the space. We must keep on doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Of course, the enemy has, adopt another pattern, another strategy, a strategy of divide and rule. And this time now, they are actually want to be using the coastal against the interland. They want to bring up this kind of destabilization within Biafran nation, within the nations in Biafra land, within the nations in Biafra land. And that is exactly what we are going to, deal with this very afternoon. That is exactly what we are going to, analyze. And at the end of the day, we come to a very good conclusion. We will come to a very good understanding. I will use this opportunity to invite every interland broadcasters, I mean every Igbo broadcasters, including the coastal region broadcasters. I am using this opportunity to also invite Apostle Suleiman himself, the Fulani Janjaweed. I'm using this opportunity to invite him as well. I'm using this opportunity to invite him as well because we must educate him. We must educate him. We must educate him, and we must educate the Janjaweed as well. We must let them understand that no matter their trick or their strategy or their how do they call this Islamic deceivers in Islamic uh, Katia, how do they call it? You people should remember me. If you are a good student of Biafra of Radio Biafra, please remember me. Remember me. It just escaped my mind. Um, how they call it, whatever they may be calling it. Of course, when it comes back to my mind, I'm going to, I'm going to, remember us exactly what I want to use. Yes, Apostle Suleiman, he has raised a very important banner, very important banner. Of course, we know the intention of raising that banner. And of course, there are a lot of things that actually attach to that very banner. There are a lot of things that is attached to that very banner, to that very flag, that eighth flag that Apostle Suleiman raised. It's not just an eighth flag, it depends on the area you stand. Let me make us understand something. What appears to you as six may appear to other people as nine. I want to show you this letter. What appears to you as nine appears to other people as six. So it depends on your own understanding. It depends on your own translation. And I must encourage and I must caution our interland brother. I must caution them. Don't, there are some of us who have this natural hate as well. We do say people hate us, people hate Biafra, but we must not display a natural hate in us as well. So we must deal with all this katia, how do they call it? All this divide and rule pattern that these people are bringing. We must deal with it decisively. Remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will have gone long ago with the only Igbo state. He will have left everybody behind. But because he understands that he cannot do without his brother, and his brother themselves cannot do without him, that was the main reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says he will make sure that there's not even an inch of Biafran territory that will be left for the zoo to consume. And that is the reason why he has been facing what he is facing. Let me say this very clear and very, very clean. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing today, the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon, the main reason why they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not because he is seeking for Biafra. It is not because he is seeking for Biafra. It is because he wants every inch of Biafran territory to go to Biafra land. It is because of the coastal region. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering. If it is for the Igbo-speaking Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will have left the zoo long ago. But he cannot leave the zoo because we all are Igbos. This animal talking called Apostle Suleiman, he has no idea about his history. He is an Auchi man. And we are going to tell him a little bit about his history, about his life this very afternoon as we continue. The topic we are dealing with is who are the people who are the real self-hater race in that zoological republic called Nigeria. Who are the most self-hater? They hate themselves to the core in that zoological republic. We are going to be dealing with every race one after the other without any rush. We are not going to rush it. We are not going to rush it. We are going to deal with it one after the other. And as I am doing this, I will also be posting the link for this program For those of you who would like to partake, to counter whatever I'm going to say, or to ask questions or clarification on whatever I'm going to say today, I am going to post the link for you to be able to partake in this very afternoon program. I'm going to be posting the link here. Those of you watching us on our YouTube, on our Instagram, and I say Instagram, and Twitter account, I am posting this for you as well. I just posted it both on Twitter, both on YouTube, and on Facebook. You can participate with us live and direct. Let me as well edit, put it on this thing there. Just wait for me, guys, wait for me a moment. A moment. Those of you on Facebook, those of you on Facebook. Good. Now the link is there for you. You can join and make your contribution as well as we are moving forward. The link is there for you. So, like I was saying, Apostle Suleiman raised a very important issue. And I want every Biafran to treat this very topic diligently, not just about how you feel. Maybe you yourself, you be one kind hater. That doesn't represent the stance of Biafran people. You are self-hater doesn't mean it represents Biafran people. Yeah, we are on YouTube, Coastal Biafran TV, on Twitter, Coastal Biafran TV, on Facebook, Coastal Biafran TV, the same name in every of our platform. And we are not asking people to subscribe. If you subscribe, if you don't subscribe, it doesn't matter. We are streaming. People are watching there as well. So it doesn't matter either people subscribe or not, because once you start involving subscribe, give me star, you are now derailing from whatever you're doing concerning the freedom of Biafra. And that is the reason why you see many of our people, they have derailed, they have sell out, because they are looking for subscription, because they are looking for give me star. Now we are not here for that. Whosoever our message can reach, let them. I believe our viewers enjoy the program, and I believe they get the message. And most importantly, the people whom we are sending our message, we don't just make broadcasts here. We also forward it to their platform for them to see with their eye, for them not to deny that I don't see it. For them not to deny that I don't see it. So we will be moving forward. Let us quickly look into the every ethnicity, or should I say, every nation in Biafra land. Let us quickly look into them. Who are the real self-hater race in Nigeria? Let us quickly look at the Igbo race, which they are the real accuser here of self-hater. You know, in Nigeria, we have many nations combined. Let me also educate you that in Yoruba land, if there are if people from Ondo, people, an Owo man or an Ijebu man or an Ibadan man is speaking, somebody and a worried man cannot understand whatever and Isekiri, not Isekiri, what Owo or people in Ondo are saying. Even within the Ondo state, they don't understand each other language. So don't think maybe all this Biafra, I am Izon, I am Urobo, I am Isekiri. Don't think maybe it's only in Biafra. We all are Igbo and we all are Izon. We are all are Urobo. But there's one thing that you need to understand in Biafra land. The way we have different nations within Biafra, that is how it is also in the Oduduwa Republic. That is how it is also in the Middle Belt. And that is how it is also in the core north, in the Arewa Republic. If an Ijebu man is speaking, somebody who came from somebody who's an Owo man cannot understand. If Ilaje man is speaking, somebody, despite their closeness of language, an Ikale man cannot understand whatever an Ilaje man is speaking. That is how it is in the Oduduwa land. Now let us now look into it. What is it when you say people? There's something they call hatred. Hatred is something. It is something of individual. You decide to hate. You decide to hate. But let us talk about unity here. Those who are not united, those who sold themselves, those who don't really like themselves, who hate themselves. Let us look at the Igbo race. In history, before Nigeria was created, I learned that the Igbo, they are as united as Izon, that the Igbo as united as Urobo. The Igbo people, they are as united as ever before. In every race, even in the Western world, we have people who sold out. In the Jewish state of Israel today, we have people who sold out. Of course, you will have some kind of bad eggs among you. For your enemy to detect those bad eggs and label them you doesn't mean that those bad eggs represent you. Are you following? Are you following? Despite that the enemies locate or identify the bad eggs amongst you, use them to pick the whole race as a bad egg doesn't mean that the race are bad eggs. The Igbo has the most formidable race. The Igbo race are the most formidable race, not just in Nigeria, but also in Africa. I don't want to go into the Asian part and the American part. I am talking about the ones that I understand, the ones that I can stand and defend. The Igbo race are the most formidable race. The Igbo race are the most formidable race in Nigeria, and that is exactly aspect that the zoo and the Britain are very afraid of. They are like, we all are divided. Why should it be only these people that will not be divided? We must divide them. We must teach them how to hate each other. We must paint them to make them feel like they are haters, that they don't like themselves. When Ojukwu rose, Ojukwu never had any meeting with any Ohaneze or with any local leaders. Ojukwu never had any meeting with them. Igbo people lack leaders. They lack leadership. But whenever a genuine leader comes up, Igbo people are very unique to identify that this one is legit and this one is genuine. And they all follow the person immediately. And that is the reason why you can see that despite the killings, despite the dying, the Igbo race that stood behind Ojukwu during the war. Of course, also some part of the coastal region. They stood behind him during the war and even after the war. What kind of love are you expecting more than that? I said, I am asking, what kind of love are you expecting more than that? They are the most supportive. That is fact. Now let us go further. Let us go further. I believe as a Biafran, or should I say as an Igbo man, in other words, as an Igbo Biafran, if you allow yourself to be disturbed, if you allow yourself to be disturbed by the message, the eighth message, I don't even see that message as an eighth message, because this person actually was directing this message directly to the greedy Efulefu that was identified by the oppressors. These are the people he was talking about. But when he was saying that even if Biafra come, Igbo people will still be the one to destroy Biafra. He is not educated enough to understand that we are not going to have a Biafra like Nigeria. We are not having Biafra of Igbo. We are not having Biafra of Izon or Urobo or Isoko. We are having Biafra of Biafrans. Biafra of dignity, Biafra of what we call, don't worry, when the time comes, you'll be educated. Let me keep on moving forward. Now let us go to the Hausas. The Hausa people are the most uncooperated people. Don't let me say are the most. They still have this iota of understanding within themselves, but they are not united. Because if they are truly united, nobody will chase away all their kings, all their seriki or whatever, and impose emir on them. All the old emir in the north, in all Hausa land today, are Fulani Janjaweed. If the Hausas are united, it wouldn't have been so. So, talking about unity, talking about betraying, the Hausa themselves, they betray their kings, they betray their elder, they betray their tradition. That was the reason why they were wiped out. That was the reason why the Hausa race are now slaves to Fulani today. Now let us move further to the Oduduwa land. Let us look at the Oduduwa nation. Nobody should tell us. We are not preaching it here, and we are not trying to create a disunity within the. We are not trying to destroy the relationship that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has built within the Oduduwa and the Biafran people. No, we are not trying to do so. We are also saying this for the Oduduwa and for our Oduduwa brothers to understand that they still need to work more on themselves in uniting their people by accepting the Oduduwa message, by moving or going back to their roots, which is the Oduduwa nation. Now, going further, the Oduduwa, are they compared to the Igbo race? Don't let me say Oduduwa. If I'm saying Oduduwa, I should be talking about Biafra as well. The Yoruba race, are they united? I am telling you today for free that there are some Yoruba people whom you think that they are Yoruba, they don't believe that they are Yoruba. They don't believe if you call them Yoruba, you will have a very big problem with them. You don't call them Yoruba. I am talking about the Ilaje people, the Owo people, especially in Ondo State. These people, most of the ethnicities in Ondo State, don't believe that they are Yoruba. If you call them Yoruba, they will have a very big problem with you. But the fact remains that they are Yoruba. These people are all Yoruba. They kill each other. They dislike each other. They despise each other. Including in the political race, in the zoological republic. They despise each other. The reason why Tinubu and Obasanjo can never agree, it is because of the hatred within the people of Abeokuta and the people of Eko, the Awori people. The reason why Obasanjo and Tinubu can never unite, and we all know the history of Afonja. Afonja stood against the Yoruba nation because of the same hatred that they have for each other. Is there any Igbo man that has stood to that extent of giving out Igbo land to? Of course, we know that we have Efulefus. Every race have it. Now let us quickly go to the issue of. Let us go to the Edo State. I mean, the coastal region. This very guy coming, Apostle Suleiman, man of dog, wey call himself man of God. He's a man of dog. Apostle Suleiman is an Auchi man. This is a Muslim guy, an Islamic guy. This is somebody that they hate. He is a second-class citizen in Edo State. He is now selling the people of Auchi, keeping people of Auchi short because they are giving him a sense of belonging in the Christendom in Edo State. Then the rest, if I tell you that today Apostle Suleiman is after many pastors in Auchi, he said to the other pastors, other ministry in Auchi that there is no church, there is no other church that will stand in Auchi except his own ministry. I repeat, except his own ministry. And anytime all these pastors try to go to social media to talk, he will buy the media off and he will shut them down. He will threaten them with DSS, threaten them with police to shut them down. Because he wants everybody in Edo State to come to only his church, which he has achieved. Hatred and selling his people. Now let us come to the coastal region, the center of hate. When we are talking about people who hate themselves, is the coastal region. They not that they just hate themselves, they despise themselves. A very deep hate is good. Let me tell you something. The reason why some of you, one of the reasons, don't let me say the reason why. One of the reasons why you see that the coastal region are not really partaking, or should I say, are not really responding to this very struggle, was because of the same hatred that all these people have for each other. And the same hatred, we are taking the advantage of it. Because nobody wants to be left out. But they hate each other. They hate each other to the core. To the core. Let me start from the Izo Nation. The Izo Nation, if you see somebody from Izo man in Delta State and Izo man in River State, don't agree. A Kiagbodo, Izo man from Kiagbodo and Izo man from Okrika don't agree. They don't share the same vision. That is the reason why you can never see people like Asari Dokubo and Tompolo come together, or Tompolo and people like Tom Ateke coming together. They hate themselves with passion. That was the reason why people like, don't let me even go there. These people, they hate themselves with passion, and that is a simple truth. None of them can deny it. Izo to Izo. Urobo to Urobo. I can even say the Urobo nation, they even have this sense of unity among them. Urobo. They have sense of, you see these Urobo people, they have sense of unity. The only issue is that they are natural slaves. They believe in supporting their own. I can assure you that. but they are natural slaves. You know the Urobo mentality is like Almajiri. Anybody will give them something that they raise hand for. But they unite to as far as their brother, they unite with them. But they always raise up hand for any the way Almajiri they do. Say Baba, say Baba, say Baba. They will carry scrap from scrum of the table. They will give them. Then their problem is finished. That is the exactly way the Urobo people are. But for the Izon nation, they hate themselves with passion. When you see people shout, he's on, not be so, he be. No, not be so. It's very, very far from it. Within Bayelsa, you have different Ijo tribe within Bayelsa. When you are a product of hate, you think that is how everybody hates each other. That is the reason why some people in the struggle today can be saying that Ima Azin and the Kanu family betraying. Because even in your own family, you hate each other. In your own family, you hate each other. I do say something, and I don't think many people are taking it serious. In my own family, my own family. Before I people don't understand this. Maybe they think maybe it's just a social media speech. Before I enter into this very struggle, before I come into this struggle, we had a family meeting. It was agreed that I should enter this very struggle. We debate. Let me tell you something that you don't know. I and my elder brother, my junior ones, we debate Biafra. We debate Nnamdi Kanu. We argued about him. When I mean argument, we had critical argument that we even use an offensive word to each other. We disagree immediately, and everybody split from the meeting, and we call for another meeting, and we keep on discussing. We keep on discussing till we were settled, till we were convinced on one stand, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu street food. We argued. I remember those moments. We always on conference call on WhatsApp. We don't even use Zoom or any other good app. We always on WhatsApp, and we discuss Biafra. My elder sister will say we share our own view. My elder brother will share his own view. We have a very critical discussion. We have a very strong argument. And when the whole family later said that, no, this one now the kind of person we will never see before. We look at everything, every of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's words. We look at all the old historical stuff. And there is one thing that I want people to know today. My elder brother is an historian. One day I will try to convince him, because normally it is not allowed for him to come on this platform, because I am the one that was presented within the family that we are sacrificing you for this very cause. It is an agreement within my family. Not be something I just jump enter or a Biafra. If there is some comrade that I would maybe having interaction with, none of my family that is not following up, all of them that they watch every of them, and they tell me to be careful from, and those people that they told me to be careful from are the ones that are now derailed today. We analyze Biafra to the essence. We also analyze what we call command and control in IPOB structure. We have disagreement before we later agree. That's why when they tell you that command and control, most of you just jump into IPOB without dissecting what it really stands for, what it really means. That is the reason why any little wave can wave you out, can push, can chase you out of the structure of the struggle. Because you don't understand what you just go there, don't go, just go there, go they take oath. Oath where you don't know what you take. You don't know the meaning of what you do. You don't have idea. But people they take oath, you two won't go join. Because you believe say you go feel manipulate anybody for the structure. Then you can't join finish. You won't come they do agidi, they not come gree for you. You go come dey find who go sabotage so that you go fit join that person sabotage IPOB. That is your problem. Because you are a traitor, because in your family you don't love each other, because in your family you betray each other, you think that is how it is in every other family. As an Auchi man, because you are a traitor to your Auchi people, you think that is how the whole Biafran nation is, or the whole Igbo race is. I believe that I understand that you are actually, Apostle Suleiman is actually talking about the Igbo politician. Just the way Mazi Ubazurike, this elder statesman, I forgot his name, telling our Igbo politician that if you sell Nnamdi Kanu out, if you make yourself available to conquer IPOB, Igbo will remain slave forever. Forever. That is the reason why every one of you must support this very movement. Forget all those autopilot, all those. This thing is beyond all this thing. You see all this way they talk. It make it destroy if you want destroy. I made it destroy the IPO. Now we are autopilot. At the end of the day, you realize say you're on your own. You think say maybe you don't come Europe, you don't get small change. The rest people fit go die. The more they live inside the zoo, they go now. They oppress each other, they go. I have a bad information for you. And the information is that that same thing that consumed those people is going to consume you too. It's just time. It's only waiting for you to relocate back to Nigeria. By the time you are done making your money, by the time you are done preparing a good life for yourself and your children, you must end up in Nigeria. There's no way you can do it. That African gene is in you. As far as you have that African gene, either from Janjaweed or from Biafra, as far as you have that African gene, you will end up relocating or rearranging yourself back to your roots, which is Africa, and you are going to face those monsters that you helped to conquer IPOB. You are going to face them there. Every family is not the same thing. It is abhorrent. It is abominable for you to think maybe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family will betray him. Let me ask you a question. How much do they want to give any of his family members? How much? That IPOB did not have. Tell me how much that IPOB has not donated. Tell me, will you have the money that you cannot move freely in midst of people? You cannot live freely in midst of people? Money that you will be spending in fear? Without honor? And none of his family that are hungry, all of them are living fine. They are living big. with their sweat. So how will you in any way or any manner think maybe this family will betray themselves? Not to talk of the Igbo race. The Igbo race love themselves. And I am, and in fact, I appreciate them for that. If you are jealous of that very unique culture, and you know, as Apostle Suleiman, how many people you don't come out from village carry go establish for city? How many people? How many people have you helped as an Auchiman? How many pastors have you raised to become a mega pastor? Are you a mega pastor? You are just a church rat pastor. How many people, how many pastors have you raised to become, to at least to come to your level in Auchi? You that you love yourself. How many pastors have you raised in Auchi? Or in Edo State at large? You are a hater doesn't mean that other people are hater. You don't love yourself doesn't mean that other people don't love themselves. You must understand these differences. And that is the reason why people are attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family, including his wife. As if his wife can ever have any other better man than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A man that is a choice, is a choice of every woman on earth. Even the wife of his enemy are crouching on him. The wife of his enemy, they are crouching on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Say, why you not be saying that this man I married? You don't know. They are crouching on him. So, what will now make a beautiful woman like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife think that he can have any better man on earth? The most respectable man of a nation. The most respectable man on earth. Let me tell you something. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the most respectable man on earth. He is. And I am going to prove it to you. Let me tell you something. If what they call him, Biden move out from office, okay, Donald Trump have left office already. If you want to gather Donald Trump and beat him on the road now, nobody will come for his rescue, apart from the normal police. But can anybody on this planet Earth touch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's dog? They're not even born anywhere. You can't even say him. Can anybody on this earth touch Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's dog? And every black person in that area will not devour that person. They will devour you to the core. His dog, you cannot even touch his dog. Not to talk of him. Donald Trump can be beating messages. You see what they call this former Italy Prime Minister. What they call that idiot. They are beating him every day on street. Then they beat him like Mugu on street every day. You see UK Prime Minister. They beat them on street now and then. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only person that can walk in midst of multitude without multitude that has not been paid or rented. And nothing will happen to him. He will be protected they will protect him with their lives. He did not give them anything. Do you understand? Those people who died for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when they came to invade him, did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pay any of them? Is any of them under salary? They are privileged. They are happy that they are one of the people that is guiding this and protecting this man. A man that is a crutch. Every woman. Let me tell you something. If your wife, every woman wait there for Biafra land, the crush Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that contraption zoo, including Aisha Buhari, is crushing on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't know. You don't know. You know, say every woman they crush on them. So when you come making wife, he leave the man of all people, and this man choose you, he make you. So that is the reason why all this thing wey you dey see so na jealousy. Say why it must be this Uchenna? Abi what is our leader's wife name again? Our Lord. They are jealous of her that why should it be this woman? Now they see this moment as an opportunity to pour their anger on her, and which they are doing. But of course, he holds no water. Their anger holds no water. We all can see it. The jealousy. So what will make our first lady to think that selling his husband to become first what again? After you, the highest position, the highest dream of every woman, you attain it. And not just that you attain it, the mind is also making you a. In fact, let me just say this: Mazen Namdekan is the one that created this problem for his wife. I'm saying this without no apology. Mazen Namdekan created this problem for his wife. He created this problem for his wife because he made this woman feel so important. He make this woman, he make her a jealous, in fact, a topic of, he make her a jealous to every woman. He make every woman feel intimidated. Some of these idiots just want to be side chick. Mazen Namdekan say, don't worry, I have the best of the best in my other room. Mazen Namdekan told them that he has the best of the best in his other room. Some of them are just saying that Mazen Namdekan, even at once, I beg, even at that cap, let me put them inside. In fact, if you just let me put the cap, only the cap. Mazen Namdekan say, to hell with you with your dirty ass. To hell with you. I love my wife and my wife alone. She's my queen. Yeah, well, see Biafra, no, yeah, waiting this man talk. He said, I will be the happiest person if our leader make up his mind to marry my sister. Come, me and you now go come fight you. Sure, you know, say me and you go fight. Already, before our leader was kidnapped, I've already been arranging one better, because our leader not go just marry only Igbo woman. He must marry one Costana woman. So I already done the arrange either one Izon lady or one Urobo lady for our leader. You dey see am now? That is the envy that these people are envy our Lord. It is so painful to them. Say, hey, why it no be me? Why it no be me? Some of them are just saying that Mazen Namdekan, abeg, just useless me. In fact, just even at once. And if our leader mistakenly, if to say our leader now one kind loose person, the way these people won't try to paint them, he mistakenly pour for their body, they go hold on, they go make sure say it turn to belle. All this one. Even the one wey don enter menopause, he go get belle emergency. Because they won't associate with that name. Nnamdi Okukan. Then you say they will not be jealous of her. And that same woman will not sell such pressure. What you won't gain for life again? What will be her dream again for life? If she lost Mazen Namdekan, she has lost everything. Everything. No, she has lost the greatest honor. Let me tell you something today. Not even who won't protect am more than his family? Who? HOD, Mazi Chikedozem, Mazi Chinasa Nworu. None of them can protect him more than his family. You dey see am so? None of them. Imagine me now. Imagine me. Let me tell you something. There's something that I told somebody one day. I told somebody one day. There is a day when I was in Nigeria, and somebody was hitting me. No, no, I said somebody. My elder brother. Then we were young. My elder brother was hitting me badly. In fact, the way he's hitting me, like he want to kill me. Do you know how you will hit somebody, how you will cut somebody, to the extent that my teeth have to cut my lips? I still have the mark here. My teeth have to cut my lips. Imagine the bleeding. My eyes were swell. This is heavy punching. Heavy punching. Then somebody was touched. Somebody that is more older than my elder brother. He was touched. How can you be hitting your own brother like this? How can you be eating your own flesh and your own blood like this? Then you want to hit my elder brother. I stopped him. I said, even if he kill me, no, none of you should touch him. The man was very shocked. That is exactly, this same man, after the incident, he called me. He called me. He called me. I can never forget that day. I said, even this my elder brother kill me here. It is none of your business. None of you must touch him. If any of you touch him, you shall die miserably. I cursed them that day. I was cursing them. And none of you must. They just leave my brother. Then after the whole beating, my brother now took me home. He took me home. He buy me paracetamol. He tried to use hot water to massage on my face, my mouth, all the tear that I have. After every beating, when I meet heavy punching wey be say you as an adult, if you collect am, you go fall. Heavy punching. And that is exactly what I told this man. And other people who are trying to come and help me out, try to protect me from my brother or to stop my. In fact, nobody is even coming there to stop my brother that very day because the bleeding was too much. And the singlet I wore that day was filled with blood. I said nobody sees my elder brother that day. They don't even ask what did this boy did. They want to beat, they want to hit him. It is that very man that said, none of you should go close. You people should just leave them. Let their father comes back. Let their father comes back. You people should leave them. Nobody should let him kill his brother. His brother said nobody. He said anybody who would separate or touch them, so shall be for that person. Then after the whole thing, my brother took me home and take care of me. And there is I now after this whole thing, I now asked my brother, and I called my brother one day. Then no, not that very day, not that very day. Let me just finish the story of this man. And at the end of the day, the man now called me and now said, GT. Because the man called me with my shortcut of my name. He said, GT. He said, why do you no, he first of all report to my father. When my father came back from work, he reported to my father. After reporting to my father, My father is not a type that normally beats children. He don't know how to beat children. It is my mother that know how to discipline children. My mother. My father don't. I can't even remember any day that my father hit us. My father don't hit us. It is my mother, that woman. You go beat, you go beat, you go, you go beat your destiny, rearrange your destiny for you. Now, as I was saying, this man now called me and say, why do you say that if anything happened to you, that even your brother kill you, that nobody should should touch your brother? And I told the man that he's my brother now. If he thinks that killing me is the best for him, then it means that he is right. He said, what do you mean? You small pikin, what do you mean? I said, Ross, if you kill me, not my elder brother, my elder brother not go fit kill me now. If you kill me, it means saying they right to be that. But before that incident, before I have this mentality, there is something that's happened one day. My elder, my sister, my elder sister actually beat me. They told me not to go and play ball. Then that I should do my homework first. Then I now left the homework. I now went to go and play football. After playing the ball, I now came back home. I now received the highest drilling. And the people I normally play with, these are monsters in streets. These are people that are already, normally they are already rugged, street stuff. So after I came back home, my elder sister now called, she cannot beat me alone. So she has to call my elder brother and other men. They tied me. They tied me. And this is normal beating now and a normal culture. They will beat Chris come up for your head. They now popo me, they beat me, they give me men drilling. They drill me so that my body tell me, say, no. Angel when knock Mary, no use condom. Angel when knock Mary, no use condom. We give Mary belle, he no use condom. After the beating, at night, my sister now, you don't make person don't kaput all your joints with iron. The iron that they use, they beat me when I dey small. Wait till your king won't do for my body. Iron na bone, iron bone to bone. Na him we dey do. After the whole beating, my sister come go outside for that night. She come dey cry. She buy me medicine. So I enter house, go sleep. All of us don't sleep. But only she come dey outside. Just a moment. All hail Biafra. My people, I think I have an emergency. I will be back as soon as possible. I'm going to rearrange this book. I have an emergency.